What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice. Guys, some more Jonathan Taylor drama. There's a lot more to this now than what we could have possibly thought. Earlier this last week and at the start of last week, we saw that Jonathan Taylor was given permission to seek a trade with other teams in the National Football League, and the Colts gave him until roster cuts to find a team willing to give what they wanted. And ultimately, we're now seeing that the Indianapolis Colts did not get a deal done. So therefore, Jonathan Taylor remains an Indianapolis Colts. Now, here's a lot of information that has happened in the last 24 hours that I feel needs to be addressed right here, right now. Okay? So here's what's going on. So we saw that Jonathan Taylor did not get traded. And what we're now hearing is that there were two teams that seemed the most interested. And that was the Miami Dolphins, who everyone thought was interested. And then, of course, the other team that was a surprising mystery team up until now, as reported by Schefter and a few other people, has been the Green Bay Packers. Now, I don't know why they would even want to trade for Jonathan Taylor when they have two good running backs on the roster already. And the last thing they need right now is another running back to add to their mix. But nevertheless, that's what people are reporting. So what we're now seeing is that apparently the trade talks between the Colts and the other teams never got anywhere. Apparently, the best offer that the Indianapolis Colts received from any team in this whole situation has been a third-round pick. You're hearing this right, guys. You're hearing it right. A third-round pick. That was the best offer anyone gave them. And new reports are coming out now that apparently even the Miami Dolphins didn't even offer a trade for Jonathan Taylor at all. Apparently, that's being told is that they didn't even invest a trade into him at all. They said that the talks were more exploratory is the right word there. So now we're in a situation where we're also hearing on the other side that Chris Ballard and the Colts had apparently, when they were talking with the Dolphins, asked if Waddle was available. Now, again, that's just everyone reporting the news. I don't know if that's definitively true, but that's what's going around in the national media and everything. But it seems like neither side was really anywhere close to anything. Because the best that the team was being given by anyone was a third-round pick. And the Colts were trying to get way more value than what Jonathan Taylor is currently worth. So that is crazy for a lot of different reasons, because we were being told that there was more to it than that, but really there wasn't anything superficial about it. But again, this just goes to show you the value of a Jonathan Taylor right now. Is that there are teams that would literally not even trade a third-round draft pick for Jonathan Taylor in this moment. One, because, again, he's a running back. Regardless of how elite he can be, nobody wants to trade for him right now, especially since he's injured. He's injured. So there's the thing. That's the goose egg in this whole thing, is that Jonathan Taylor's injury is continuing to stab him, just destroy his chances of having the ability to have any flexibility here. And he is continuing to batter down more and more on other excuses. And then when that didn't happen, Jonathon Taylor was liking tweets, one specific tweet that was out last night, somebody saying, at Colts, you cannot hold JT hostage forever. And liked the tweet. And I know it's a liked tweet because I screenshotted it. I have the screenshot on my phone of Jonathon Taylor liking that tweet. So I know Jonathon Taylor is extremely upset at this situation, but Jonathon Taylor is continuing to show he has no sympathy for the Colts at all. He is hating the Colts right now. The last thing he wants to do is play for this organization. Last night, I was fully convinced that Jonathon Taylor will never play another down for Indianapolis ever again. Ever again. Because if he's doing that on his own now, saying that the Colts are holding him hostage, then he's obviously it's too far gone for him. And here's the thing, in regards to the hostage thing, again, even if he doesn't play next year, if he doesn't play this year at all, then the Colts can move and void his contract this year, and he has to be remaining on his rookie contract till next year, and then they can franchise tag him for multiple years until he decides that he wants to eventually play. They can be that level of petty, but my guess is that they won't do that if they feel that there's no reason that he's going to ever play for them again. They're just hoping that at some point that Jonathon Taylor and the Colts can mend this relationship back together and figure it out between the two sides. Chris Ballard has said he's really hoping that this relationship will be repairable and that they can fix this and move on with each other's lives. But clearly, Jonathon Taylor does not see any reason to move on or move with this organization. Now, another thing, with him being placed on the PUP, like I said in another video, he is now going to be out for at least the first 4 games because of the PUP. So that means for at least the next 5 weeks, we know he cannot play. And with that being said, Chappell's also reporting that he reported last night that the Colts could rule a conduct detrimental to the team, according to NFL policy. And if Jonathon Taylor doesn't pass a physical at some point. Now, Chris Ballard in his press conference that he had, which I'm going to react to later on, stated that he believes that he is firmly confident and refutes the argument that Jonathon Taylor is lying about his injury. He is adamant that Jonathon Taylor is dealing with an injury and that something else is going on here. But that could also mean, again, that if Jonathon Taylor's injury does not get better and the Colts have to take more action to keeping him off the team because he can't play, then, again, if they find a reason to suspend him because of negligence with his rehab or doing something outside of this field, because again, Jonathon Taylor should be back by now. There is no reason, if everything went according to plan, that he should be back healthy, ready to play. But he's not healthy. He's not ready to play. So if he gets suspended, or if they put him on the NFI list or put him on something else, then his contract can be null and void. And he's not going to be able to break his contract until the end of the 2024 season. So then he has to wait another year to be able to get a contract and then has to play still on a rookie deal. So Jonathon Taylor's best interest would be to play out this season, do all of that, and make it to where he can play and test free agency next year, but who knows if he's going to play at all. So that's pretty much, I know that's a lot of information in 10 minutes, guys. I wish I had someone on here with me to be able to discuss this further, because this is a lot of drama. And I'll be frankly honest with you. Everyone I talk to, Cody, my brother, who's a big Colts fan, and everyone else that I talk to, everyone's just tired of this drama. Everyone's just tired of this drama. And I'll tell you, most of the people will tell you that it is not the Colts' fault for this drama happening. Okay? I mean, Jonathon Taylor has a right to be upset with the situation that he is in. But again, this is the world that you're living in, and you have to do what you can to get out of it. And the best way to get out of it is to prove that you're reliable and that you can be there for your team. And you're not doing that by holding out afterwards or requesting a trade out or wanting to get out of this situation. And that is where we find ourselves right now. So that's going to do it for this one, though, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully all this Colts drama will end soon. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much. And as always, go Colts.